President Trump continuing his swing through the Middle East with a visit to Qatar today, while in Saudi Arabia, the U.S. agreed to economic partnerships that the White House says are worth hundreds of billions of dollars. Joining us right now on Middle East relations, so many other things. He's got a new book out. Retired four-star general, Army General Stanley McChrystal served as commander of the U.S. forces in Afghanistan. Is now a CEO of consulting firm McChrystal Group. And as I mentioned, he does have a new book, and it's worth reading. It is called On Character: Choices That Define a Life. And we're going to talk about what On Character is all about. And I would actually talk about the character of the country right now as well. But I am curious, just when the country sees all of these images of the president in Saudi and all these CEOs going over there, what are we all thinking about? What are you thinking about?
Yeah, unfortunately, I think we see it through our personal lens and our bias. If you were on the left, you see a bunch of billionaires going over there and they're trying to enrich themselves. If you are on the right, you probably see it a bit differently. If we're in the middle, maybe we should see the president trying to build strong relationships with countries that matter, build business relationships, which I think globalization is really important. So if it pushes back from that America first idea instead into a global economy, I think that's a positive. So that's what I try to see.
Well, I have one related question that, if you listen to the president yesterday, he made a speech which got a lot of applause in the Middle East, where he basically said that, the neocons are over, basically here in the U.S. The idea that the U.S. is going to be exporting effectively our version of democracy is not the game anymore. And that what we need to do is not just accept, but acknowledge that it hasn't worked, and also suggest that everybody has their own sovereignty and should do effectively whatever they want. It was a very interesting thing for a lot of folks I know in Washington, by the way, especially folks in the military sort of complex. What do you think of that?
Well, I got a complicated view of it. First, from my experience in the region, Afghanistan, Iraq, and others, there's only so much you can do. You can't change the direction of a country or reshape its culture, and it's probably not our place to do that. At the same time, I believe that America's greatest strength has always been exporting our values, our democracy, the idea of America. So I don't fully agree with President Trump's, what it sounds like he was saying, but I do understand that we have to respect cultures around the region. But you also have to be careful. What gets you applause in the room in the moment can be dangerous, because you go around in different audiences and you can get applause lines just by playing to what you think they want to hear. That may not be the best thing for the nation.
I have a related national security question, because we had Ted Cruz on the broadcast yesterday, and everybody's talking about this plane that might become the next Air Force One that Qatar may effectively gift the president.
Yeah.
He said that he was deeply concerned, forget about the optics of it or the ambulance calls or all the other questions, but more about whether, a plane like that could be bugged, whether it creates a national security issue. You raised this issue on the broadcast 2 days ago.
I wouldn't take a phone from the Chinese or a car from the Russians.
So what do you think?
Well, I won't sleep tonight knowing that Ted Cruz is deeply concerned. But I think if Donald Trump, the person, wanted to accept a plane from the Qataris, that's fine. As my president, I'd rather he not do that. I do think it's potentially a national security problem, but I think it's more importantly, it's an optics problem. It is, where does America stand in the world? I just don't think that's something we need to do.